Harley Davidson are telling me to get lost. This video is a bit of a mockery, I gotta say. Well, I'm mocking Harley Davidson a little bit, just a little bit, okay? Before everybody gets all sensitive and starts, throwing paint at the computer screens or throwing their laptops against the wall or their phones against the wall. Hey, just hold on. Maybe you'll see the funny side of this. So Harley Davidson, they've just released this new apparel line. It's called RealTree, or with RealTree. It's inspired by RealTree's iconic camouflage and Harley Davidson's call to adventure. Right, this capsule collection is made to disappear into the wild and stand out on the road. So disappear into the wild or stand out on the road. Okay, you can't have it both ways. You can either disappear camouflage, you can stand out anyway. That's by the by. Look, it's not so much that they brought out new apparel or anything like that. Fine, fill your boots, merchandise, T-shirts, whatever. That's not the issue. In England, when we tell people to get lost, that basically means, in a polite way, fuck off. That basically means get lost, get out of here, piss off. It's just a nice way of saying, well, I've just sworn, but it's a nice way of saying fuck off. We don't want you around here. Now, of course, we say in motorcycle parlance, we kind of say, well, I just want to ride and go and get lost. I want to just, find myself in somewhere that I have no idea where I have been. It's about the journey. It's about not the destination. It's about just meandering on the roads, right? All that kind of stuff. But as soon as I saw this headline, as soon as I saw them naming this, I thought, well, that's a bit of an unfortunate name. You're telling us to get lost here. So, you want us to get lost. Okay, you want us to stay away from whatever you are. Now, obviously, they don't mean that. They mean that they want you to, go off into the wilds and experience the love of Harley Davidson with these, all this apparel on them, So it's very interesting. Look, they got highlights from the line. It's the APG long sleeve shirt available in men's. They got the APG switchback adjustable cap. They got the twill jacket. It's men's and women's. The utility cargo pants, or pants, I suppose. Look, I get it. I get it. I'm not sure why this is news. I'm not sure why they have to put out a press release about this. I know that Harley Davidson and all motorcycle manufacturers, in fact, all manufacturers will want to try and advertise their wares. And they want to tell you, look, this is what we're doing. Isn't it amazing? I would say a new motorcycle is worthy of a press release. New technology is worthy of a press release. I'm not sure that a motorcycle manufacturer should be releasing a press release of a new clothing line that they're just coming out. Do you know what I mean? I just feel it's a little bit, it's just odd to me. I don't know if you feel the same. Maybe many of you don't. Maybe you think it's perfectly fine. They're just advertising their wares. There's no problem with it. And so, well, why don't you just advertise your motorcycles then? Why don't you just come out with something new that is a motorcycle? Why don't you just inspire us with that? Why don't you tell us to get lost on one of your motorcycles? Hey, here's a brand new motorcycle. Go and live your best life and disappear into the wilderness on this bad boy or bad girl or whatever you want to call it, right? Oh, here's that new $6,000 motorcycle. This will take you off into places that you never dreamed. You can go and get lost. You can just lose yourself and find yourself, all that kind of stuff, right? But no, they want to sell a t-shirt or a jacket here and say, hey, it's the old get lost with RealTree's iconic. Look, they say in YouTube, you've got to collaborate and, just form alliances and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes you think, why bother? Why bother? And with this, I see, they say, oh, let's go and get lost, the collaboration. I'm kind of thinking about it. I thought, Harley Davidson, why don't you get lost? Why don't you get lost with all this? This is just nonsense. Just give us stuff that a motorcycle manufacturer should give us. And that's motorcycles, right? Just give us something to, get inspired by or get excited by. Not another bloody jacket or a t-shirt. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. I just thought it was funny. I thought I'd make a quick video about it. I'm sure some people will love it, some people will hate it. That's not the video, that's the clothing. And some people will defend Harley Davidson for everything they have. I'm not overly critical here in many ways, in a bad way. I just find it really, really funny that this is a press release. This is something to shout from the rooftops about. And it might be great. Don't get me wrong. The t-shirts and the camouflage jackets, it might be fantastic. It might be something that you are desperate to wear. No doubt. Not a problem with that. I just think it's, it might be great for the raw spirit of the open road. I'm reading directly from the press conference here. With the ruggedness of the outdoors, designed for those who live untamed. Okay. Okay, I'll bite. I'll buy it. Yeah, okay, fine. If that's the way you want it, all right. I still can't help but thinking, just Harley Davidson, just get lost, just do away with that. Bring us the bikes, and then we'll have a conversation. If you like what I do, keep on watching the videos. If not, hey, don't do your thing. Go get lost with yourself if you want. Oh, catch you again. Bye now.